So it's an election day today in Madison, and I wanted to see what issues matter to my neighbors. I decided to come out to Georgia O'Keeffe Middle School, my local polling place, and see what was on everyone's mind.
Well, it's a very liberal neighborhood. I don't think there's any question about that. And so it's not representative of the state, obviously, but it's, I'm glad we have it. I'm glad it goes to balance out, some of the voting districts in other parts of the state.
Yeah, being that it's Madison, first off, that's a pretty big bubble that exists in the state. But I think that the east side here will definitely lean an easily predicted left.
So what brings you guys out to vote today? What issues made you want to come here and cast your vote?
Well, I'm a teacher, so I am very interested in the school board race, of course.
And why do you think the school board election matters? How do you think that can affect the day-to-day lives of Madison people?
Well, in a lot of ways, because the school board determines policy for the schools, and it also has a bearing on teachers and like classroom size, the kind of resources we get, all kinds of things. And the big issue right now is collective bargaining.
Well, Madison demographics are changing pretty drastically, especially over the last few years, and the population of Madison schools that are low-income and minority students is increasing. And there's already the issue of preparing teachers to teach students that come from diverse backgrounds, economically and racially. And it was a hard choice of who to vote for because that's a lot to consider, and who's got the right answer is kind of tough to determine, but it was kind of deciding who can kind of address those situations. Public schools are kind of a big part of what our society looks like.
No, I don't usually vote Republican, but I kind of like Ron Paul.
Well, Madison's super liberal, and Republicans are notorious for, against gay marriage and that kind of stuff, but Ron Paul doesn't say that. He says he's personally, his morals are against it, but he would never enact a law. So I think that makes him attractive, and there's also a couple of those hotspot social issues that our liberals hate Republicans for. And I feel like Ron Paul always takes a stance where he's like, well, I might not agree personally with it, but I would never push a law on that for you guys.
I know people who are voting for Republicans that they think would lose against Obama.
What do you think about that?
That's fine, but I just personally couldn't do it.
But I don't know if it's honest.
Oh, it's okay. Wisconsin has an open primary, so you can do that. I think that's fine. Doesn't bother me.